What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorldPodcast. Today we're going to be talking Monday Night Football, Week 4, 2021, Raiders and Chargers. Now, this game got out of hand very, very quickly. It was 21-zip going into the half, so everybody figured it was going to be a rout. The Raiders did show fight, but we're going to talk about some of the things that I noticed throughout the game, mainly Justin Herbert. Obviously, like I said, the Chargers have their franchise quarterback. The Raiders, you can see the disconnect. You heard like Joey Bosa say that, Derek Carr got shook once he got hit. There's a lot of things going on with Derek Carr and Chucky, aka John Gruden, that people don't really pick up on, other than the fact that he just showed that he never really wanted him as the quarterback for the Raiders. So we're going to talk about certain things within the game. Maybe you guys saw it. You can look on the sideline and you can tell when a coach believes in their quarterback. I don't get that feeling ever from John Gruden about Derek Carr, even when they're winning. Like, you'll see him smile and stuff like that, but he's not, it doesn't look like he's really sold with Derek Carr. And again, you guys can feel however you want to feel about it. Like, sometimes Derek Carr has, unbelievable games. He had that one season when he got hurt where he was like an MVP. But it's just like the consistency of his play. So one of the things that I've always talked about with the Raiders, Darren Waller is OP, right? But if you bracket him and take him away, Derwin James looking really, really healthy out there, had an interception last night. Like, they bracketed and took away the main target. So what do we learn about quarterbacks that are decent in the league? When you take away their main target, they usually find another way to win. This is why players like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, they get a lot of credit for the, Peyton Manning. When you look at their career, whatever you try to take away, they found another way to win. Derek Carr, it seems like once you bracket Darren Waller, he doesn't know what to do. Now, Henry Ruggs is a speedster and all that good stuff, but the Chargers have the defense to stay with him and keep guys around. You see, defensively, this is just a bad matchup for the Raiders when you look at the Chargers defense, because you can't really do anything to them. If you, like, Josh Jacobs did not look good. I don't know if he's still hurt, what's going on with it, but you can't run the ball. They got some big guys up front. So it's like, okay, what do I do now? The crosser wasn't open, the drag route. You're trying to run a streak. They had everything pretty much bracketed. And then in certain cases, they'll just run man-to-man. So it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Your quarterback now has to go outside of what he normally does and find ways to make these reads. And Derek Carr is getting hit. See, this is the thing. Joey Bosa saying that, this is why I give guys like Tom Brady, Drew Brees, like the same quarterbacks. Like, you get a lot of credit, like the toughness, Mahomes. You hit them, then you can't show any type of fear or anything like that. You got to get right back up and be ready to go. When you say that, like the other dude, the Jets quarterback that was seeing, like, he said he was seeing ghosts. Like, dude, you can't get up and be like, yo, I'm scared. You have to get up and be ready to go. And one of the major things that I've noticed about Derek Carr, people don't generally give him a lot of credit when it comes to, like, yo, that dude is hella tough or whatever like that. It's a very, very different type of feel that you get from him. And looking at him yesterday in the first half, something was wrong with him. The second half, he came out and tried to, like, make up for what was going on, but it wasn't enough. And the Raiders, unfortunately, a lot of you guys were going to the Super Bowl after the 3-0 start. Oh my God, this and that. And I told you guys, you got to wait and see what's going on. It's a long season, and they added another game. So you're actually playing 17 regular season games. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's a whole different situation. So everybody needs to be patient, calm down, and try to understand what's going on before you jump the gun. For me, this loss right here for the Raiders is just going to teach them a little bit more of how they have to utilize the weapons that they have, because they have suitable weapons, and it starts with Darren Waller, and they have to game plan better, because he had 7 targets, 4 receptions. They were locking up. Of course he's going to get his touchdown. Like, he's always going to score. Hunter Renfrow, these guys, like, these are the targets that you're going to see score, but they were able to contain them. If Darren Waller is not going for 100 and change, like, something's going on, and people have figured it out. And remember, the league is a copycat league. So everybody's going to watch this tape like, what did they do to take Darren Waller out of the game? Once that starts happening, okay, what type of pressure did Derek Carr get? Because Derek Carr is not a sitting duck, as you guys know. He can move around. But when you give him that bracket defense and everybody's locked up and he goes, through his progression, first read, second read, third read, stuff like that, bro, it's bad. It's bad after that, because now you're hitting him. Because, most of the time he just won't throw the ball away. So that, that is what it is on the Raiders side. That's what I noticed there. Justin Herbert, I've been telling you guys, he's the franchise QB. I watched this man make so many, like, covered throws where he's throwing it right in. He's throwing dots. The pass, the touchdown to Jared Cook, he looks off the safety and just throws a dot. Austin Eckler went just insane, in the run game. So that helps. That opens up the play action. That's why a lot of the stuff is opening. Obviously, football 101, the play action opens up everything else. The running game opens up the play action, and then you're just done. Once you can't stop the run, you're just done. Like, that's just what it is. It's over. So everything was just clicking for them early on. Now, I know they only scored 7 points in the second half. You might say, they took their foot off the gas, but I just think they were trying to maintain the lead because they knew that they had it. Defensively, they weren't scared. They gave up the 2 touchdowns, and they were just good. They were sitting pretty the entire game. But if you notice, there wasn't really any huge standout on the offensive side receiving. Jared Cook, who's like 1,000 years old, Keenan Allen had 36 yards and on 11 targets. So it wasn't like the Raiders defense is not bad. They play. It's just the fact that, Justin Herbert was able to make the plays that were necessary. That's what the thing is, bro. When you put, the Raiders defense is good, but he was able to make plays at critical points to change the game. And that's why when you look at it overall, Justin Herbert gets a lot of respect in the league because he can still win even when you're playing lockdown D, because he's going to make that throw. He has a rocket arm, bro, and he sees the field differently. And he's just 2 years in the league, bro. He's looking things down. He's going through progressions. He's understanding what's going on the field. So even if you're trying to trick him, he's still looking off safeties, looking off linebackers. He's looking off players and figuring out what he needs to do. And that's extremely important for a young quarterback that's coming up. And again, when you're running the ball this well, 117 yards, 15 carries, 1 touchdown, a 7.8 average, you're going to lose. The other side of the ball, like the other defense, if you're giving all of this up, you're going to lose the game. And that's all that happened. Because it wasn't really anything where the receivers were just having a time of their life and do whatever. It all started with the run game. And then they started to pay attention too much to the run game, play action, hold the ball in the middle. Bro, you're looking for the ball. No, running back doesn't have it. Dot. Key touchdowns. Over. And that's pretty much how this game went. So looking at it overall, I wouldn't get too excited about it as far as the Raiders losing, because the Raiders did play great defense. In my opinion, they just gave up some critical touchdowns that really hurt them in the first half. Because when you're down 21-zip, now you get desperate. Very, very hard to come back in the NFL from 21-zip. Only Tom Brady did the 28-3. Not to throw shade on your Falcon fans, but the Falcons suck. But that's besides the point. Right now, looking at this, looking at the way the league is shaping up, the Raiders are still in it. Don't think that it's over, but again, we just found out that, pretty much right now, the kryptonite, lock up Darren Waller. Derek Carr has no idea what's going on. So we're going to take a closer look at that as it continues to go on. And I'm going to see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in every week. Until next time, one love, y'all.